Happy Census Day. The Census 2020 Native People Count for California. Hi, everybody. My name is Lorenda Sanchez. I'm the Executive Director of California Indian Manpower Consortium, and I have a few words for you just to share with you about the census and why I have been a part of the census promotion for the last 5 decennial censuses. Oh my God. The United States Constitution mandates that everyone in the country be counted every 10 years. So every year that ends with a 0, we know is census year. Starting in 1790, the very first census was implemented and has continued over the last 230 years. American Indians, Alaska Natives were not counted until 1890 and subsequently have been undercounted. In 1980, when the U.S. residents were allowed to indicate their own race, unfortunately, our undercount has continued. Today, April 1, 2020, is Census Day, the day that determines who is counted in the 2020 census and where they are counted. As I mentioned, this 2020 census is my 5th decennial census. Since 1970, I have promoted and participated in the census for all our Indian communities. Why? The census statistics are used to determine the number of seats each state holds in the U.S. House of Representatives and can also form the legislative district boundaries. Census statistics is the basis of how hundreds of billions of dollars in public funds are allocated by state, local, and federal lawmakers to communities for public services and infrastructure like hospitals, roads, emergency services, schools, bridges, and each year until the next decennial census, those numbers will be used. I believe I'm a trusted messenger to our Native communities about the importance of the census. Beyond stating the 2 reasons of the congressional representation and the distribution of federal funds impact of the decennial census, I take time to educate our Native communities and people that the census 2020 is an opportunity to provide a better future for our Native communities and future generations. I share that our responses to Census 2020 can help shape over how $1 billion annually may flow to Indian country. That is $10 billion of federal funding for American Indians and Alaska Natives until the next decennial census. And more importantly, there are treaties, federal Indian policies, and a trust responsibility from the U.S. government to honor the government-to-government relationship with the American Indian nations. Our participation in Census 2020 can lead to a more accurate count in Indian country and provide comparable federal funds to flow into our communities. The 2020 census can be completed online, by phone, by paper, which is an option that is sent by mail. I was looking at the numbers that were posted on the internet this morning about where the country was in responding to census. As the first census mail hit our homes around March 12th. And the report showed that 36.2% of the country has responded to the 2020 questionnaire. But when I looked at the Indian response, and primarily it is from our tribal communities, we were at 0.3 of 1%. I know that much of that is attributed to a lot of the broadband issues that our communities have, but I also feel that many of us in our communities look at April 1 as our census day. So I'm hoping that we will take the time between now and midnight to participate in the April 1 Census Day. As a trusted messenger, I'm assured that your information, I want you to be assured that your information is secure and confidential. So if you have not answered the 2020 Census questionnaire, take the 10 minutes to complete it. Remember, census data directly impacts our Native communities. You count, I count. Let's respond and build a better future for our communities, our people, and our future generations. Answer the census. Thank you.